Slovenia is a beautiful country surrounded by beautiful neighbors. On north, we have Austria and Mozart. On west, we have Italy, where mother of Fabiano Caruana was born. On east, we have Hungary, where Richard Rapport was born. And on the south, we have Croatia, where we had Agat Mator. Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you a really beautiful game Richard Rapport played last year in Tata Steel Masters against Niels Grandelius. Let's jump quickly into the game. Niels was white, he started with e4. Richard played c5, Sicilian defense, knight f3. Here in Sicilian the main move is d6, second best popular move is knight c6. But Richard, for this opportunity, chose to play the move e6, which sometimes leads to Taimano variation, as we will see in the game. d4, now we have to take the pawn, knight takes d4, knight c6 is so-called Taimano variation. Knight c3, queen to c7, and here Niels played really interesting move, g4. In this position, the most common move is to play bishop to e3 or bishop to e2. But again, quite popular nowadays, this g4 move. And here black has to be very careful and he has to play move h6 like Richard did. If we play knight to f6, now we can play knight d to b5 and after queen to b8, g5. Now if black takes this pawn here, knight takes, queen to e5 doesn't work because we have queen to e2 here. But so we have to play this move first. It's very important. If we play g5 in this position, this actually is a mistake because knight takes e4, knight e4, queen to 5 here actually works, because if we try to defend this knight with queen to e2, now this knight is lost on d4. And as you notice in previous position, this knight was on b5 and was guarded by a queen and the bishop. So h6 is the right move, bishop to e3, knight f6, f3, queen a6, queen to d2, and knight to e5 was played in this position. Here Niels played very interesting move, f4, but not the best one. Here the main move is h4 actually. And what happens after f4? Let's first examine white is sacrificing this pawn, right? So we can take, but now a5 is very strong, knight takes e3, queen e3, and after knight to g4 we can play queen to e2, and actually in this position white is quite good or even better. Yes, so yes, where were we? So after this f4 Richard played move knight to c4, but this actually wasn't the best move. Better would be to play this very interesting bishop to b4. And now if we take the knight, knight to e4 is very strong. Here we have two options, either to play queen to d1 or to take this knight like this. Now bishop takes, knight takes, queen to e5. And actually we have three pieces for a queen, but black is better in this position because he has more pawns and very strong center. The other option is to play queen to d1, but after this we can take, takes, check, king to f2, take the rook and queen to a1, and in this position also black is slightly better. But Richard didn't opt for that and he played knight to c4. Now Niels took, queen takes, e5. Now knight captured this pawn here on g4. Here it's very important that we don't play bishop to g1, because b5 would follow and bishop to b7, and rook would be in big danger. So Niels rightly played rook to g1. Now knight takes the bishop, because of course we like to take bishops. b5, long castle, bishop to b7 was played in this position, king to b1, black castled long, knight to e4 was played. Here computer suggests knight to b3 is the best move, and because knight on e4, yeah, where does he go? He cannot go here. Here on d6, bishop would capture it and we would have very weird pawn on d6. King to b8, rook d3, rook c8, rook g to d1. Now notice that this pawn is no longer attacked by the rook, so black can play bishop to e7, rook c3, queen a4, and now mistake, but very not so obvious mistake, Niels plays rook c to d3. And now very beautiful move by Richard Rapport. He took the knight. So how come we give up this strong bishop on b7 to take the knight? Here there's little trick. If we take the the bishop with a queen, then a rook to c2 comes, a very strong move. If we take the rook, queen hangs. So and now if we play the b3, this is a checkmate. So the best position here, the best move would be just queen to e3, and black can return back, winning this pawn. So after this move, bishop to e4, white didn't take the bishop, but first play b3. And now there's big difference here. Black has these nice dark squares, as you will see in the game, were crucial. Okay, let's go on. Queen to a5 was played. Now we take the bishop, but again, white has weaknesses here on dark squares. Rook to c7, f5, rook h to c8, doubling here on c file. Rook to g3 was played, and now very nice move, bishop to a3. As you remember yesterday from Firuza's game, he played move bishop to h3 and actually won the game. Now h4 was played by Niels. Of course, here if we take this free pawn, then queen to c3, it's game over. So he played h4, queen to b4, getting this queen a little bit closer for an attack. h5, rook to c3 was played. Actually, computer here suggests to play a rook to c2, queen c2, rook takes, knight takes c2, and now amazing move. Yes, of course, only stockfish can find this. Queen to f4, only winning move. So we attack a rook. Let's see if rook would return here. Now we play b4, and quite surprising, or not, maybe b4, but yeah, it says b4, so you can check it out. But actually maybe, yeah, but now maybe computer changed his mind. I don't know. Check this line with computer yourself. It's very interesting. I will check it myself. But it suggested that queen to f4 is actually better for black. Okay, let's go here. So rook take g7 was huge mistake, and we will see why. In this position, better was just to play taking on a e6. And what's the difference? Now if we take with f pawn, if white now takes g7, and if black plays rook to h3, this move happened later in the game. Now we can take here, and after queen to c3, this would be actually checkmate. So by moving pawn here, where were we, to here, taking here and taking here, moving pawn here and taking, sorry, here, yes, I mean taking here, we open open way here for this rook and for this freeway on 7th rank. So very deep, of course, only computer can find this. But in the game, Niels took on g7, rook h3 was played, queen to e1 was played, and now for the finish, amazing move found by Richard. You can pause the video and try to figure out this move yourself. Black to play here and win. Also, you can see that queen is attacked, so and we cannot afford to exchange queens. So what Richard played was actually rook to h1. Amazing move. So what's the point? Okay, let's first examine if we take a rook. Now queen to c3 is game over, and this would be checkmate. What about if we take now the queen? Actually, this is checkmate on d1. So after this, Niels took, takes, and queen, after queen to c3, Niels Grandelius resigned. So very nice game, one of the best I've ever seen in my life, almost, or maybe not in my life, but in this year. And yeah, again, it shows how strong these guys really are. Really impressive, really inspiring for me and for all the chess players to watch top guys. And we look further to seeing Richard Rapport playing games. I think he will play it in Romania this Saturday. So very, very happy and looking forward to seeing him play. Amazing player. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.